I, I remember when I lost my mind. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. And I hope that you are having the time of your life. But think twice. That's my only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? Bless your soul. You really think you're know? Well, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy.
Here we go.
I think you're crazy. Just like me. My hero
Monday Madness. Boy, looky here, looky here, looky here. I know they think we're crazy, but I'm here to tell I think they're crazy.
Ever since I was little, it looked like fun.
That's all right. We're going to get to it today. We're going to get to it today. We're going to get to it today. Yeah, let's chop it up just a little bit. Let's just chop it up just a little bit. Hello, my name is Lamar. Thank you for joining us today. Hey, listen. Hello, you can hear me on the YouTube. You can hear me on the Twitter or the tweet, or you can take it on Facebook. Just do me a favor. You go ahead and like. If you want, hit that subscribe button, retweet it and give me a thumbs up, or a thumbs down if you feel like getting a thumbs down. But I would love to have a thumbs up. And so that we can continue with the mission. Because let me tell you something. The word on the street, just for the record now. Word on the street. Now I'm here giving to you. That is what we do. That's how we doing it today. And so if you find, what I do, some sort of measure, go ahead and hit me up. And if you can, put in comments in, let me know how I'm doing. And there's something that you would like us to talk about. Hey, I'll try my best to get it on the way, baby. Try my best to get it on the way. But in the meantime, in between time, yeah, listen. Let's chop it up a little bit. It ain't gonna take too much time today. We're gonna just talk about a few things, and all you fathers out there, happy belated Father's Day. I know y'all were doing your thing. You've been doing your thing for however long that you've been doing it. Just keep on doing it, man. Because listen here, yeah, our people need you. Yes. Our people need you. Yes, all the fathers out there, we need you. We need you soldiers out there. Man, listen here. We got some folk out there, man, trying to mess with our seed. That's right. They're trying to mess with our seed. So we need to stand up and be accounted for, to the best of your ability. Don't let me define what your fatherhood is, but to the best of your ability. That's all we can ask for. And don't be afraid to ask for some help. Because sometimes a helping hand is coming from a real man. All right, now let's get with it this morning. Let's get with it today. Let's get with it today. There's a couple of things I want to kind of rock right by you a little bit, and looking at the Dems and the Republicans, they always changing the game. Always been changing the game, even in the beginning. I'll keep on telling you, and I'll tell you this every chance I get. The right and the left. They're just two different wings off the same bird. That's all. They're the same. They're the same. White supremacists have that thing, fixed just right. They picking winners and losers, and they bet on both sides to ensure that they'll be around. That's the way they do it. That's the way they do it. And we need to know that. Yeah, we need to know that is how this thing operates. That is how they operate. Now, I'm not saying we get some advantages or we get some crumbs, from both sides, because we do. We get crumbs from both sides, But I keep on telling you, and I'll tell you this every chance I get. Hey, it's just transactional, baby. It's transactional. We've got to stop letting them treat us like side pieces and treat them like they're side pieces. That's right. Don't get tired. Don't listen. Don't get tired of paying the bill. Don't get tired of paying the bill, because at the end of the day, the mortgage is going to be due, and you're going to have to find you some place to live, baby. So we need to keep on working. We need to keep on fighting. We need to keep on stepping and never give up. Never give up. Our thing is trying to get to the bank, baby. Talking about the reparation. Let's get it. Cut the check. But that's only a down payment. The check is just a down payment, because there's more added on to that. Yeah, and then I'm talking about something that you owe us, that you owe me. Yeah. This is a debt owed. All ties leave all boats. No, come on now. No. A rising tide does not lift all boats, especially if your boat got a hole in it. What's going to happen? It's going to when the tide rises, it's going to show you how bad you are, how desperate you are, how much distress you are. So that rising tide lift all boats garbage is just what it is, garbage. Yeah. And so tonight we're going to talk about some things, because I know they think they pull the wool over some of our head, or the majority of our head, but they're lying. The truth ain't in them. It's just that some of us just are just settling. You get the folks that are going to settle. You do have the folks that just don't know. And hopefully somebody's going to tell them, because you don't know what you don't know. But hopefully that somebody is going to tell them. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to tell them. I'm talking about our folk. I'm putting out the warning sign. Hey, brother, sister, it's time to get real. It's time to get off the porch. It's time to go. The house is on fire. Yeah, the roof is about to cave in. And it ran down with your biscuits. You better go get your money. That's where we are right now. Hey, listen, I made a comment on my Facebook page the other day, and I remarked about what we need is to hit critical mass. Until we hit critical mass, the fight is going to continue. Now we're going to continue regardless. We're going to do it regardless. But however, if we want to hit critical mass or the tipping point, we need to get more people involved. And so I had to look that up and say, so what is the percentage? What will it take in order to hit critical mass? 10%. That's all it takes. That's it. 10%. All it takes is 10%. 10% to hit critical mass. Now, we have about 320 million folk here in the United States. So 10% of that, we need at least at least 32 million folk. We reached 32 million folk that are in our corner. Man, it's just going to tip over and it's going to overroll. It's the floodgates. So we need to keep on getting that number. We need to keep that number up. We got to keep that up. We can't stop. We got to keep on getting it until we hit critical mass. So one of our folks was saying, "Man, we already got critical mass. That's why there's so many people interested, baby. You think we at critical mass? We're not at critical mass yet. We need at least 32 million folk that agree with us and on our side, and we're functioning that way. Yeah, not just 32 million people who heard it. We need functioning folk. Because just because you heard something, no mean you're going to do something. Oh, that would be a good thing. So we can't just be hearers of the word, baby. We got to get them to be doers as well. So yeah, so we're going to get there. I believe that. We're going to get there. Eventually, we're going to get there. We just keep up the work. Keep up the work. Don't get tired, because it's easy to get tired and frustrated, because sometimes we don't act right. We don't want to hear it. It's just like somebody, they got, they've been working for, $7.50 an hour, and all of a sudden they get a big raise for, say, about $10, and their pocket is heavier than it ever was before, and so now they get lazy instead of being more hungry to get more. So we need to stay with our belts tight and stay hungry. We need to stay hungry. That's what we need to do. Because everybody else and all the other communities, they hungry. Believe me when I tell you that. Yeah, they hungry as hell. They eat all our food off our plate. You don't believe so? Shoot. Just look at the different civil rights, the so-called civil rights bill that was supposed to be for us. Yeah, that bill was supposed to be for us. But they shoehorn everybody. Yeah. It says civil. So and I heard an interesting theory, not a theory, but an actual fact that when civil rights bill was made. See, and we got some bad gatekeepers. I'm gonna talk about them in a little bit, but we got some bad gatekeepers. They, we want all these other things, and we have leadership, that just settle. I guess that's why a lot of us plea out. Is because even though we haven't done anything wrong, or we know we're right, we just settle for the best option. Baby, listen, sometimes you got to fight to the end. Maybe your end is a settlement. I don't know. But we need to, when we go to the store, we need to go there and get what we want. And so that so-called civil rights bill, that was supposed to be for us and all these other things, say they got, white women. That bill, that law was not made for them. That was made for us. Because when someone went to sit in the front of the bus, and they told them to get in the back of the bus, it wasn't because they was a woman. No, because she was a black woman or a black man. Not because you was gay. No, because you was a woman or a man, a black one, not a gay one or transgender one. Now I can say this again because I'm talking about it. I'm not anti-gay. I'm not anti-female. I'm not anti-male. I'm not anti-Republican or Democrat or anti-Jewish or any other religion under the sun. I'm just pro-black. And specifically I'm pro ADLS black, brother black. That's right. And so first thing up first, I'm going to take care of my family. I can't go out there and help your family out and leave mine starving. The first law of survival for anyone is to, and the plane is crashing, is you need to go ahead and take that device and cover your face up first and then aid everyone else around you. That's exactly what we're going to do. Do that right there. Do that right there. Put our mask on first and then help other folks. Yeah. And so the civil rights, the civil right, a justice, a justice claim that was made for us, that but people came and just started eating on it. You know, we just, you know, no wonder we don't have a damn thing. Is everybody eating off a plate? Just chop it up, eat it up. We don't have nothing. By the time we finish, we just got a dirty plate. Just have a dirty plate. And so now, let's fast forward right now. Let's just fast forward that there right now. Got a couple bills that are sitting on the desk. You know, sitting on somebody's desk or sitting in somebody's wall locker or whatever, wherever it may be. But it ain't on the president's desk to be signed, whatever it is. But I'm talking specifically. You know, we talk about that the For the People Act. See, this is how I know they think we're crazy. This is how I know they think we're crazy. This, you know, that particular bill is not, you know, for us. It's popular, you know, across the board for the majority of citizens in America. Yeah, because you see, whatever we get, that's just the way it happens. Whatever we fight for, the rest of the United States, they get the sample. You know, we fight for it, and I'm not saying we don't have any allies, but I'm saying for it, you know, the injury has occurred to us. So, you know, we're the canary in the coal mine. We got to bring it to people's attention. Hey, this thing here ain't right. You know, this thing here ain't right. And so we're trying to get, you know, we're trying to get some humanity back into, you know, into this USA. And so when they finally so kind of ish give in, all the vultures come and they start, you know, dividing the pie up. You know, they start using, you know, trick bag questions and trick bag comments and trick bag names like people of color. You know, so all the pigs can get at the trough, and the original folk get moved out of the way. Everybody else is just eating up the slop. By the time we get there, the only thing we got is there's not even a taste left. Our communities desolated. Our communities underserved. Yeah, that's just the truth. That's a true fact. That's the true fact. See, because they think we're crazy. They think they think that we don't have what it takes to let them know, hey, listen, you're causing injury to me and mine. And only when we stand up together, do we're going to fix this thing. And so when you look at that For the People Act, hey, you need to call and let your congressperson know. Hey, man, keep the pressure on. Keep the pressure on. Now, one of the main folk that you see out there, or the front man and front woman, you know, Joe Manchin and the other lady from Arizona. Those two, you know, Yeah, those two. But those just the front people. Because there's some more Democrats. Like I told you, there's some more Democrats in there dragging their ass too, dragging their feet. Yeah, there's a couple people out there doing that. See, they're the kind who would throw a brick in a crowd and hide their hand. Yeah, old boy from I think he's from Montana, one of those Wild West states up north. Yeah, he one of them folk. There's a whole bunch of more. People in the Midwest. Don't get it twisted now. There's some good old white supremacists in the Northeast as well. Yeah, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Maryland. That's where all the white supremacists are. No, my brother and sister. If you're thinking that, somebody's been lying to you. That's why they think you're crazy, because you can't tell the enemy. You got some of these smooth talking melanated folk that are talking, something other than the interest of the black persons. Yeah, for the sake of, I just want some peace. A piece of what? What peace are you getting? How can you say you want peace when your walls are all torn down? Baltimore. Your streets are all garbage. Baltimore. Your buildings are in shambles. Baltimore. New Orleans. Yeah, Katrina still hunts. Yeah, come on now. Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and then you're acting like nothing is wrong. You better start looking at your interests, because if you don't look at it, why should anybody else? If you don't care, if you can't respect yourself, why should anybody else respect you? They can't, because all they see is a doormat, a road to get to where they want to be, and we got to stop that from happening. We got to do better, and we're going to do better. As long as I'm around trying to get the word out, hope somebody. I just hope somebody would pick up the torch and just run with it. Talk that talk. Tell the people. Yeah, tell them. Because we ain't crazy. They always try to make it seem like we're crazy, like we're some sort of Mad Hatter, some sort of villain. That's what they do. They try to vilify us all the time. And the trick of it, and this is the trick, they know they're messing up. They when they try to vilify us, they know they are messing up. It's just that there's just more of them. They got the home court advantage. But just because they have the home court advantage, hey, don't mean they're gonna win. I've seen a lot of people get swept in their own backyard. And that's what we gotta do. We gotta sweep these people. We gotta sweep them. We can't let up. We can't let up. We cannot let up. We cannot let up. And so, yeah. So when we talk about the For the People Act, we got senators who say when it comes to democracy, everybody get a democracy. Hey, listen. You get democracy. You get democracy. Everybody get democracy except for ADOS folk, black folks here in America. They want all the nations in the world to have democracy. They want Russia to have democracy. They want China to have democracy. They want North Korea to have democracy. They want Middle East to have democracy. They want everybody to have a democratic, democratized country except for them, us. They won't give it. They ain't serving it up here. Why? Because they think we're crazy. They're crazy. They're crazy. Because we're gonna let them know. No. We're not the one. We're not having it. We're not having it. We're not having what you're buying. No, you just open the door and let us get our stuff. Give us what you owe us. The second thing I want to talk about that, we got a victory, obviously, for George Floyd's, murder. Somebody went to, somebody got convicted. Yeah, somebody got convicted. Yeah, but we cannot even. That's not even a listen. That's not even a taste. That's not even taste. So we can't settle for just that. Breonna Taylor. We can't. I mean, just sound your blank. Come on now. It just it happened all the state troopers, I believe it was, coming to work. I am not coming to work. Y'all could do what y'all want to do. Have the city. Now, I know a lot of people too young to remember the when Ronald Reagan, um, busted up the union for the air traffic control. He told them good folk, he said, listen, if y'all don't come back to work X days, y'all better go look for another job. And he didn't, and he deunionized them folk, beat them down, collective bargaining out the window. Well, that's what they need to do to folk up there in Portland. Yeah, beat them down. Yeah, you don't want to do your job. Listen, there's some other folk who want to do it and do it right. Some folk want to do it, but they want to do it right. That's the time to have a fresh start. Yeah, but they think we're crazy though. But they think we are crazy, you know. There's one senator. Out that way. Uh, he's trying to take a section out of the 13th Amendment. Now, on the face value, because you got to pay attention what these folks write or say, because they will try to pull that 3-card Molly on you. They will try to gaslight you and get you thinking one way, and next thing you know, your hair is on fire. Now, so in the 13th Amendment, that has a direct tie to the prison industrial complex. That's supposed to be the abolition of slavery. Getting rid of slavery. Getting rid of slavery. But you see, this white supremacists, I tell you, they were slick. And just look at see that in the time, because this thing happened in 1865. Now a lot of there was not a lot of black folk who can really read and interpret. It just wasn't that many, because they wouldn't let us do that. So they try to take advantage of us always. And so but they made it sound a certain way. So someone says, this is supposed to be the abolishment of slavery or involuntary substitute, except for the punishment of crime, whereas the party shall be duly convicted, shall exist within the U.S. or any place within the subject of their jurisdiction. Now, what? Now that sounds, pretty much, a docile or innocuous, but it's but this this is the sticking point. You know, when you put the except, when they put down except as a punishment for crimes wherefore the party shall be duly convicted. Now, there's a couple of words that bother me. Firstly, the duly part. The duly part. These are the same makers who conjure up stuff. It's like having the fox guarding the chicken coop. You know, he stick his head in and he see which one he wants. And then when the people go to sleep, he's having a hot wing. Come on now, that ain't right. You know it ain't right. So that's what's going on. So that is what's going on in this 13th Amendment. Except that so this congressman is trying to get that out there, just so that it'll state neither slavery or involuntary servitude will be abolished. Both will be abolished. Period. 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 That's it. Period. Ain't no exception. And that's the way it should be. Because what they did from that 13th Amendment, they came to, the black codes or the black law. Back then there was some stupid, crazy thing. Now just think about this. Just think about this for a moment. Okay. All right. So you're used to having folk, working for you for free. Now all of a sudden you do not have access to your free labor. So that's going to mess with your profit because you're going to have to pay somebody now. That's where the United States found themselves. Now I've got to pay these Negroes. So I know and this wasn't something that they just pulled out of the hat. This is something that they had been working on. They knew this was coming. People talk about great old Republican Abraham Lincoln. He was a slouch. He was a white supremacist as well. Yeah, come on now. We gotta stop fantasizing about your captors like you got some kind of Stockholm syndrome. You gotta stop that. Glorifying those folks. Man, they didn't give two jolly ranchers about you. It was everything about their interest. It's just business, baby. And you were just a means. Yeah, you were just the means to the end. And so, they talked about this. They had talked about, this. This is something that just didn't all of a sudden come up. They talked about it. They got together. So when they got together, they said, yay. And so they put that, just like Joe Manchin right now. He came up with a proposal that he believes is the solution, to the man, we're gonna require photo ID. No, I don't care about that because we do that. They do that right now anyway here in the state of Georgia. Yeah, when you go in to sign up, you got to show your ID. So that's I don't care about that. So I don't know what the hard burden about it, but some of this other foolishness, no. I think you should identify who you are, and the state ID should be whatever it is, should be free, whatever it is, it should be free, and of course should be verifiable. Yeah, should be no cost to the citizenry. If that was we're talking about, the state, the federal, right? And so that black code, they make up stuff what they think will be a roadblock or make some kind of hindrance, so that we won't just sell on through. They're trying to make it as hard as possible. I get it. So losers, I get it. Yeah. And so this 13th Amendment, this it was the gateway for to the or the black law. Now the black shady with black folk, that he was in the way. So he want to hang around with the black. So let's give him a taste of what it'd be like being black. They don't like that. Yeah. And so when they talk about accept, they put a clause in there. That's their back doorway of creating a way to get us back in slavery. Yeah, that's right. So is the 13th Amendment really a amendment to abolish slavery? It can't be. Not with the word accept in it. That means accept. There's still slavery in it. He's make up put someone in jail. Just imagine everybody is released, and now they're not well educated as far as the standard reading and writing. But white folk weren't too educated as well. Now come on, now it gets to be true, but there's some ignorant white folk. There's ignorant white folk today. There's ignorant folk back there. There's ignorant black folk. There's ignorant today. That part, people ain't changed, but people ain't changed. Greedy people back then. There's greedy people back now. That part has not changed at all. But see, what the kicker was, the gaslighting it was that this 13th Amendment made it sound like they had abolished slavery. They did, because they had a clause in it. They had an exception in it. Yeah, they were about to let that free labor go, and so they started arresting black men and put them back in slavery for anything. Standing around, ain't got nothing to do. I'll give you something to do. What's eyeball, boy? You're looking at me, boy. Yeah. They had work. They had a work, just like so-called today. They had a workforce shortage, and so they cleaned that up beautifully. Chain gang. Yeah. But they think we're crazy. They think we're crazy. And here it is, 2021. And that clause is still there. So, America, come on now. There's no way on God's green earth that you can justify what you tell somebody else when your man roses don't, you just, hey, roses like poo-poo. You think you're smelling good, but you take a little closer look, smell just like poo-poo, America. You smell just like poo-poo. Yeah. And so, that 13th Amendment, they made it so that the advantage goes back to the states, United States. Put them back in slavery. Put them back in slavery. Put them back in bondage. Yeah, put them back. Free labor. Put them back. Yeah. And so when we continue to look at these people, come on, we're just having a conversation. For all you gatekeepers out there, talking about, we don't deserve a reparation. And we got this crazy dame. I'm gonna say that right there. That's right, I said it. That crazy dame, Candace Owens. I don't know what planet, she come from. Maybe she's from, Alice in Wonderland. She must be one of those snails, no brain, one of those crazy mushrooms or something. Because the stuff that be flying out of her mouth just don't make no sense. That's one she's not even a gatekeeper. You know what she is to me as well? She's not even a gatekeeper. She's she's more the doorstop. She's a doorstop. You know that thing on the back of the door when you open it up too much and you don't want to damage the door. That's what she's that doorstop. Yeah, so why gonna get damaged? She's that little doorstop for them. Yeah, she's getting toe up. Replacement. Getting toe up. Come on, Candace, baby. Look. I'm gonna be honest now. You just because you think you're somebody else, you're still one of us. Yeah, and they will let you know. White supremacy always break their tools when they're finished with them. Baby, listen. When you get broken, you can always come home. I'm gonna be honest. You can always come home. I hope you learn your lesson because just like you came on, you can always leave. Yeah, you can always leave. And so that's where we at. That 13th Amendment. Then you got the senator who's trying to get that portion, out of the 13th Amendment. Yeah. I think I believe that should happen. That should be a no-brainer. That should be a no-brainer. However, like I told you, you got folks saying, no. They don't want to do it. What? Every senator, every senator and every House of Representative, every representative in the House, they should be jumping on that. Because that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. Yeah, I understand. And so that 13th Amendment is as it exists now, until they get rid of that thing and do something else, man, we still enslaved. You still, because you have that one word, except. That means, all right, you still they still slippery. They still have slavery is not abolished. It is not, because they have the clause except. It is not abolished. Think about it now. It is not abolished. So don't nobody argue about it. Don't argue you down saying that slavery is abolished. No, they got slaves in America locked up because except. That's what they are. They are slaves. They are slaves. They're not free men. They are slaves. And so my last thing I just want to talk about and touch on a little bit on is why are we fighting? What's the purpose what is the purpose and goal for everything that we do? When I say we, I'm talking about the ADOS community. Why are we, and me specifically, why? I'm gonna tell you why. For reparations. Reparation. That's the number one reason and agenda. So why do I want reparations? So that I can get the debt paid off that is owed to me, so that my family can get a advantage. I'm not even cutting words with it. So we can become an advantage group of people. And I ain't talking about equal. I'm not talking about equal. I'm talking about receiving an advantage. Because the monetary that we should receive should put us at an advantage. At a advantage, along with the other items, because they're never going to be able to pay us the total monetary value. So we're going to have to horse trade on the rest of it, rest of the package deal. Because to be truthful with it, if they try to pay us what we want, hey, they have. The United States will have to change its name. It belongs to us. Really, for real. Really, for real. Yeah, yeah, We'll send them in a tailspin. Yeah, send them to a tailspin. We will no longer be the underclass or the second class. No, we will be the first class. We will be the first class. And so that's what this is about. From the bottom class to the first class. And I am not ashamed of it. And nor should you be. Nor should you be. You've been second class citizens, third class citizens. Everybody who have come to this country have stepped on your back to get to where we are. They use us as that's why I think it's pay and the most laid on everybody. I said it like you speak. Everybody come. They should be a unity that goes to the that's right. Usually that goes 80 and we're compensated. Not just cut that. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. Keep on saying it. Keep on telling it. Everybody eating off our plate is clean our own plate and enjoy it. Enjoy it. And so the next to say farewell and Thursday, 9 o'clock. Same bat channel, same bat station. Hit me up. Let me know how I'm doing. And until then, they think we're crazy. I'm telling you, we're not crazy at all. Not at the least. In fact, I think they're crazy. I really do. See you there. See you later, alligator.
Bluetooth connected.
But think twice. That's my only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? Bless your soul. You really think you're in control?